Hi friends, we're going to do another pick your own deck, pick a card reading today. And so we have the Arcanum Tarot. We have the Healing with Mary, Queen of Angels Tarot. And we have the Archangel Tarot. So the question that we're focusing on today is going to be how to heal my broken heart. Not my broken heart, but collectively everyone who's watching. So I'm going to have the timestamps that will let you know when each reading is going to start. So you can fast forward to whichever deck you pick. But this is going to be deck 1, deck 2, and deck 3. Okay? So we're going to go ahead and start shuffling and see what message we have from your angels about how to heal your broken heart, whatever's going on. At the time of recording this video, I'm recording it the day of the Lion's Gate, so a lot of us are releasing a lot of really major feelings right now, and there could be a lot of feeling of being stuck or feeling like, oh my god, like I thought I was over this by now. Why is it coming up again? Or why can I not forget this person or the situation? When is it going to be better? When is it going to be over? Okay? So, but again, you may be in that energy at some other time. You may be stumbling upon this video a year after I've already posted it. So, it could be any time, but right now as I'm recording this, a lot of people are feeling that broken-hearted energy. So what you have in the past, your broken heart is being affected by a situation in which there was a time where things were really going very well for you and you felt very much on top of the world. In fact, I feel that for a lot of you, you overcame a lot of obstacles and blocks in your life and you got to a really high point. So this could have been like a really high point in a career or a job. It could have been like buying a house or having a property you were very proud of, or a relationship, creating a home or a family with someone, and you felt like this is it. I've achieved my goal in life. I've achieved my dream. The thing that was most important to me, I have it. And then, because it's in the past, and we are talking about having a broken heart, you may have lost this person or situation or relationship, which was a really, really big deal for you. In the more recent past, what you've been dealing with is intuition, a new person coming into your life, a relationship or a new phase. And so this could be trying to start over, trying to have new experiences, or you may be receiving, or you may have received some good news and you felt like, okay, like maybe things are gonna start getting better for me and maybe things will turn around, but I lost everything before. How do I know I'm not gonna lose everything again? Is it safe for me to accept this? Present moment. You have the High Priestess, listening to your intuition, having patience, considering carefully what you want before acting. So, guys, I'm going to be very honest with you. Very, very honest with you. Because we have this here, and this here, and this here, the way I am reading these cards and what my intuition is telling me is I feel like for a lot of you, you've kind of fallen into this pattern in life where life feels very up and down. Things are amazing, things are great, this is the opportunity or relationship or person I was waiting for, and then they let you down. And then good news comes in again, and you're like, oh God, I hope this isn't like the last one. And you put all of your eggs in that basket, so to speak, and things are really, really great. And then they kind of, fall back down again. And this is saying you don't have to have that up and down cycle if you listen to your intuition. Okay, like be patient. Don't look for the next thing to like validate you or redeem you. Don't jump into a new relationship or a new opportunity right away until you have all of the pieces to the puzzle. And listen to your gut, because you might have people that betray you or leave you stranded or, you know, work situations, and you look back later after they've fallen apart and you say, I knew it. I had a feeling that was going to happen. I knew that person was going to do that. So basically what these cards are saying is listen to your gut, listen to your intuition, and you won't have this pattern of like being betrayed or disappointed time and time again. And so what you have in the near future is the moon. So important psychic insights, events behind the scenes, release fears that hold you back. So this is going through a clearing. This is like really, we just talked about intuition. The moon also has to do with intuition. So you're connecting with that spiritual part of yourself, that intuitive part of yourself, that psychic part of yourself, and you're learning to feel out situations, and you're learning to feel out and discover the things within you that you are passionate about. And I really want to draw attention to the fact that you have two major arcana cards. Presently, you're going through a major life shift or a major life cycle where you're learning to start taking back your power. And then once you've done that, you're going even deeper and you're figuring out who you are and what makes you tick and what your passions are, which is wonderful because that's how you're really going to be able to connect to not only true happiness, but true love for those of you who are looking for true love. And then what you have here for your outcome is King of Earth, okay? This is a happy outcome. King of Earth is like, you know, it could have to do with money and with like energy. So it could be that, you know, you're bringing in abundance into your life, or for some of you, you're bringing in a partner that you can depend on, who isn't gonna make you feel like you have to fix and take care of everything. They're gonna step up and they're gonna take the lead once in a while. Or you're gonna be this person in the relationship if that's what your goal is and that's what you want to be. It could be an earth sign, okay? So, you know, somebody who's an earth sign. This is like long-term plans. This is moving forward, having stability. Okay, so accepting opportunities, having the Midas touch, being successful, flourishing. So this is a happy message, right? Because this is basically saying that you can expect that things are going to get better. But it's going to happen by you taking back control of your life, listening to your gut, right? Then going within and figuring out what really makes you tick. What are you passionate about? What makes you happy? Connecting with your spiritual self. And that is leading you to this outcome, which is a very happy outcome. So I hope that helps, guys. I hope that that brings healing. We're going to go to deck 2, which I believe I said was going to be the Mary Queen of Angels. So let's see. What message do you have for us regarding any like broken-hearted situations? How can the people who picked this deck heal their broken heart? Okay. So again, I'm going to go ahead and pull out 5 cards. Love. Love is the answer to all my questions. So whatever broken heart experience that you're feeling from the fact that, you know, this was a love relationship where you had looked to heal you. And I'm getting 2 things intuitively. I'm getting that for some of you, and keep in mind this is general, guys. It's not going to be 100% for each person. For some of you, the disappointment or the heartbreak was in a romantic relationship that failed. For some of you, the disappointment or the heartbreak was a miscarriage. I feel that some of you may have lost a child, and I'm very sorry if that is the case. But in both instances, I feel this was very difficult to process. Already those 2 situations are difficult to process, but I feel that for you guys specifically, it was extra difficult because maybe there wasn't a lot of feeling of love in your home growing up. So when you had that romantic relationship, or when you had that child of your own, you felt like, finally, here's the love I've been missing out on. And unfortunately, things happened the way that they did, and then so to lose that love was extra tragic. I mean, it would be tragic for anybody, but even more so for you, because I feel like when it came in, it was healing an emptiness that you have felt maybe from the time you were a baby. And then what you have here in the more recent past is marriage. So you may have made a commitment to a healthy relationship, and you may have gone into it with the idea of like, God is gonna bless me, and I'm gonna do the right thing, and I'm going to be there for my partner, I'm gonna be a great partner. Or maybe some of you are sad because you feel like, hey, I've been a good person and I really want to get married, but it's not happening for me. And that might be what's causing the broken heart. In the present moment, what you have, it's Jesus. I pray for Jesus' help and guidance with this situation. So Jesus also really stands for healing, okay? And comes in with a lot of lessons in healing. And if you have studied the Bible and you knew the miracles that Jesus did and the things that he said to people and the gifts that he gave them or the miracles that he performed for them, it helps you to realize and to understand that God, universe, is loving and does want you to have and does want you to receive. And that sometimes it's difficult to receive because there's some block or some wound in the way. So if we can focus on that healing, we can open up and we can receive. And I think that for some of you also, what this card is saying is for you to maybe reconsider the type of people that you're trusting or the type of people that you are letting in. I am not saying that you need to go and be with a religious person, because some people are not religious and that's not going to resonate, and that's okay. But maybe shoot to have something a little bit higher, aim to have something a little bit higher, somebody who is caring, who does for others, somebody who's looking to help and to do good, not somebody who's preying on your heart, your good, kind heart, to take from you. Look for someone else who's also a giver. If you're a giver, look for someone else who's also a giver, who cares and who wants to help, instead of looking for people to save. Because sometimes we feel like, if I put all my love in this person, and if I help them, if I save them, and I put all my love into them, they're going to put their love right back into me. And broken people can't do that. Broken people can't put... First of all, if somebody is broken, we can't fix them. We can try to help, but they have to take the steps to fix themselves. They have to make effort on their own. And if they're not making the effort, it's simply not going to happen, regardless of what you do. There is nothing that you can do for anybody in or out of bed. It's like if we're talking about a romantic relationship, there's nothing that you can do for anybody in or out of bed that's going to change certain toxic or broken behaviors. They have to do that on their own. And if they're not ready, if they don't want to do it, then we have to accept that. Another thing that's coming in with the Jesus card, you guys, some of you may have had people that have treated you very poorly, who maybe even rejected you, or who were very harsh or abusive towards you, and you may feel very hurt, and you may feel like, well, maybe I deserve that, because if I was a good person, they would see it and they wouldn't have treated me that way. So maybe there's something wrong with me. Maybe they did it because I'm this or I'm that, or I'm too much this or not enough that. And with the Jesus card, again, this is just reminding you, think of all of the things that's written about what Jesus did. He cured the sick, alright? He resurrected dead children and dead people, and he fed the hungry, and he did very, very loving things. He stood up for people who were being mistreated. He you know, threw the money changers out of the temple who were cheating the people who didn't have a lot of money. They were using the church as a way to make money or whatever. And God, you know, God's house is not a place for business. So Jesus came in and was like, you guys have to get out. So he did a lot of really brave things. He preached a lot of loving messages. He helped a lot of people. He was on earth, he was an example for us of like the highest way to love and the highest way to treat people. And they still beat him and tortured him and killed him. And so if people can be mean to Jesus, they can be mean to anybody. Jesus didn't come in to, like, you know, hurt people. He came in to help people, and he came in to be loving, and he came in to teach us to be loving, you know, and to be fair and to do right things. He did a lot of really wonderful things, and he performed miracles, and they still killed him, right? So that should teach you, or that should tell you, that sometimes people are going to be mean to you, and it doesn't mean that you deserve it, and it doesn't mean that you can show them that you're worthwhile or that you're deserving of love, and then they're going to love you. Honey, I mean, if there's people who didn't love Jesus, they're not going to love anybody. They're not. There's something wrong with them, and that's not your fault, and it doesn't mean that you aren't lovable. So remembering that is going to help you with your broken heart. What we have here in the near future, you have self-respect. I honor and love myself through my healthful actions. So basically this is saying for you that you're going to start healing, and you're going to start healing from the broken heart when you begin standing up for yourself, when you begin loving yourself and realizing that, you know what, I shouldn't let that person treat me that way. Or if I'm in a relationship, I should have boundaries that I respect. I shouldn't let anybody pressure me into doing anything physically or emotionally or sexually if I don't feel that I want to do that, or if I don't feel that it's a comfortable thing for me to do. You know, don't do those things because you want somebody to like you, okay? Because you're going to attract people that disrespect you and use you and manipulate you. So when you start setting those boundaries for yourself and you have that respect, then you're good, right? You're going to attract people that are also going to be respectful towards you. It all starts with how you're treating yourself. Your outcome card, my dears, is giving and receiving. This is beautiful, right? Because one of the things we touched on about is like wanting that love and feeling like we're giving and not getting anything back. But as we're healing and removing the blocks and respecting ourselves and setting boundaries, we're finally calling people into our life who don't just take from us, they also give. And so for a lot of us, that's something that we haven't had. We've always tried to fix other people. We've always tried to rescue other people. And so this is something that's coming in to tell us that, you know what, like, we can do this. We can make these changes. And then once we do, we finally have people that love us and respect us and help us and are there for us when we need somebody. Because I'm sure that a lot of you who picked this deck know what it's like, where people always need you, but when you need somebody, where are they? They're no place. They're no place. And that's changing for you. That's shifting for you. And it's shifting as you heal. It's shifting as you accept and embrace that, you know, Christ consciousness, that Christ spirit. And as you set boundaries and respecting yourself, right? Respecting your body, respecting yourself, and you're calling in people who are going to be balanced with you and who are not just going to take but also give. So our next deck is going to be the Arcanum Tarot. And let's see here. And I don't do, okay, so I have it upside down. I don't do reversals, guys. If you've watched any of my other videos, you know that. I am of the belief that there are enough negative cards in the tarot. So if you were meant to have a negative message, it would come up. So even if a card comes in reversed, I do flip it around. Alright. One more little shuffle. There we go. do 1. I really love the artwork in this deck. 3, 4, then our 5th card, 5. Alrighty, so let's take a look here, a look-see. Five of Swords. So if you picked this card, you may have been in a situation, this could be family for some of you, this could be romance for other ones of you, or this could be a career or a work situation that you were very invested in, and there seems to have been an argument, and for some of you, you won or you shut it down, and for others, somebody else won and they shut it down. But the way that it ended so badly to where there was no way to come out of it. There was no way to repair it. It was like a burning a bridge, or like, you know, just being so unrepairable ending. So that may have left some of you feeling like there just isn't closure. Like, how do you find closure when you may have felt somebody was very cold or careless, or made you feel like your feelings didn't matter in a situation, or, you know, backstabbed you or betrayed you to get ahead, and they don't seem sorry for it. Like, how do you come back from that? So for some of you, you may be having a hard time finding closure because of just how harshly something ended. Your more recent past, you have Knight of Wands. Again, this is like fast moving energy. Knight of Wands has a lot of positive qualities, but because we're looking and focusing on the feeling of a broken heart, we're going to be looking here at the ideas of the fact that this might be the more negative attributes of the Knight of Wands, because every card has positive and negative attributes. So in the more negative way, Knight of Wands could be somebody who can be demanding, or who can come in and give you an ultimatum and not a whole lot of times decide, right? Like, it's kind of like you're in or you're out, and that could make you feel very left behind. Knight of Wands could also be somebody who maybe like came in to hit it and quit it for some of you. Like somebody who made you feel like they really cared about you, like they really woke up the passion in you, right? And you felt, oh wow, like this is my soulmate, or this is really intense. But then you may have seen them behave in a way, or made you realize that that person didn't have deep feelings for you. They had deep, you know, physical interest in you, but nothing past that, and that may have been very hurtful for some of you. So then here in the present moment, you have Justice. You feel wronged, right? Whether it was somebody, or, you know, for some of you, maybe this was a pattern. Like maybe you had, you know, you've had this happen where you've had, you know, bridges burned and you've felt alone. Like maybe you were like disowned, even some of you, maybe disowned by friends or family, or like had to start life all over again. And then you meet this person and you think that this is like a soulmate, right? But then you feel used in the end, and they're like not here for a long time, they're just here for a good time, right? And you may be feeling like, man, like I want justice, or I want to be validated, or I want redemption. Again, closure. Some of you are struggling with closure here. You're not feeling like there's closure in this situation, and I don't blame you. What you have coming up in the near future, this is good though, guys. You have 7 of Wands, and 7 of Wands means like you might be feeling attacked, or you might be feeling like there's like a competition, or like getting ahead is going to be difficult because there's like an obstacle course or obstacles in the way. But 7 of Wands is like having advantageous vantage point. So you have a point of view now. You have an experience that has armed you. You are protected now. And all of this BS, you see right through it. You see right through it, and you know how to get over it. So even though the pain was hard and it was harsh, you are now able to not repeat those patterns again, to not have the same thing happen again. In fact, I feel like some of you are coming into a time of massive success. And I think for some of you, this is in business. This is in really, really achieving true freedom in your life. So like independence, like as a single person, independence financially, like in your career, like you're doing well, and like you don't need anybody, right? You don't need anybody, and you know how to protect yourself, and so everything you have really can't be taken from you. Like you're earning, you're getting ahead, right? And you're creating a new life for yourself, and you're able to protect yourself moving forward. Your outcome, oh my goodness, is 6 of Wands, is victory. And it's funny because in some cards I have seen this card where there's actually like these ladies like around him, like celebrating him, and so like, oh, like, you know, they want to catch his eye, they want to be with him. And so this could go either way. If you're somebody that, you know, you don't date ladies, you date men, right? It could go that way for you too, whereas you're in this victorious place, right? You have your options to choose from. People see you as a good catch, people see your accomplishments, and so you're able to pick a better partner, and people that are going to be more appreciative of you, and people that are going to be respecting for you. So really your closure is going to be your success, because the people that did this to you and did this to you, they're pretty crummy, they're pretty lousy, they're not going to change. Let them go on their journey, let them heal, let them learn whatever they need to learn, and you focus on you, and you do you, and you live your happy little life, and you have new people come in. You're going to be like, who? I don't remember that person. Who? I don't remember that person. You're here. You're happy. Okay? So you're close. You just keep doing you. You keep moving forward, and understand and know that the worst of it is behind you, because you are wiser now. And that silliness, that stupidness is not going to happen to you again, because you recognize the signs, and you're going to be able to make better choices and not put your trust in the wrong people anymore, and to do you, to trust yourself, to receive your success, and then to have your happy life. So I hope that helps, guys. You take care.